my personal top 10 of 2016 coming right up. So this is always an interesting time of the year. I always watch those top 10 videos, usually about sneakers, trainers, to see what people have put. I've seen that Complex have put one out. I just watched Homer Simpson, and personally I do not agree with them. There's 2 or 3 shoes off of those lists that I wouldn't even go near. Just a side note really is that this top 10 does not include things that were super duper hyped and super duper limited. What I mean by that, it doesn't include the mags, it doesn't include the big Apple NMDs, it doesn't include the triple black Primeknit NMDs. There are some hype kicks in my top 10, as you can imagine, of which I have actually got 8 in hand, which would mean that I actually took 2 L's. One was self-inflicted and one was just something that I wasn't willing to pay the resale price for. So without further ado, let's get into my top 10. Coming in at number 10 is quite a hyped shoe. The Bape NMDs in the olive beige camo. This is you know, supposed to release in the UK. Was supposed to release I think this week. There was a small allocation that released in Selfridges, but yeah, this colorway is super hyped, and yeah, it looks really nice. So number 10, Bape NMDs in the olive beige camo. Coming in at number 9, I have gone for a Jordan, and this is the Jordan 4 Premium Ginger. This cost an eye-watering, I think, £330, but this entire upper is leather. Even the midsole is leather, as well as the laces. So I had to pick this up. I am yet to wear these with that gummy sole. Even the heel tab is leather, but super clean. Number 9, Jordan 4 Premium Ginger. Coming in at number 8, and a shoe that I've taken an L on, are the Vans Fear of God collaboration that came out in the United States I think 2 or 3 months ago. The resale on them are crazy. I think they're going for upwards of $1,000, and I'm not going to pay upwards of $1,000 for a pair of Vans. Needless to say, I really do like them. I wish I had them in my collection, but an L nonetheless. So Fear of God Vans coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, I've gone for a 350 Boost. But which one? Because they released a slew of colours this year. They released 5 in total, 4 of them which are black. But I have gone for the V2 Belugas. These are the first V2s to release. You're less likely to see these on people's feet, as you know, preferred to the 4 black colorways. But for me, this design is a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. You know, it's got the stripes going all around, and the way that a luminous orange just pops and it curves around, I just really like that. So number 7, we've got the V2 in Beluga. Coming in at number 6, I've gone for another Jordan, and it is another Jordan 4 actually, and this shoe is a classic, so you cannot go wrong with the Jordan 4 Cements with that Nike Air on the back. They did release these I think 2 or 3 years ago, but they did not make them correctly. The leather was really plasticky, but the leather on these are super nice. I like the way they've done the splatter. I like the Nike Air on the back, so hats off to Jordan brand for these. Number 5, I have gone for a shoe that was that I haven't got in my collection because it was a self-inflicted L. I purchased that shoe on Nike.com. I won. They done a raffle sort of system, and I sold the shoe for about £400. It cost me £150, and that's the Special Force Air Force Ones in olive. The shoe is quite tall, but I like the way that it's, you know, to me it's a new silhouette, and after trying it on, it was really comfortable. I think they put Lunarlon in the sole. So number 5 goes to the Special Force Air Force Ones. Number 4, I've gone for another NMD, and this is probably the most worn shoe of 2016 as well. I've gone for the Glitch Adidas Primeknit NMDs. This is the black or grey colorway, and these are super comfortable Primeknit NMDs you cannot go wrong with. Number 3 goes to another Jordan, this time the Space Jams. I've been waiting several years for these, but they came out, and they came out correct. At first I did not like the way the 45 looked, but having, you know, seen a bunch of reviews and seeing that is how they kind of done it originally and how Jordan wore it, I kind of forgave them. But they came correct with this shoe as well. That patent leather is just glistening in that natural lighting, and 45 on the back, I'm not mad at it. The blue, the icy sole, it's not too icy in person, but yeah, Jordan 11s Space Jams finally in my collection. Number 3 in my top 10 of 2016. Okay, now top 2. At number 2, I have gone for a shoe that many have voted their sneaker of the year, but out of principle I put it at number 2. Reason being that I think brand of the year goes to my boys at Adidas. So you probably know what it is already, but it's the acronym Nike, the Nike Air Presto Mids collaboration with Acronym. These are the olive colorway, and olive came hard this year. It's got the zippers on the back, so very much something for the fashionistas. This shoe is hard, don't get me wrong, but I could not put it at number 1 through principle because Nike were lacking this year. Nonetheless, this shoe is very hard. Please bring out some more colorways with Acronym, because the other ones that you've brought out are dead. So number 2, Nike Lab Acronyms. So what is my number 1? A sneaker store that are doing big things, and they came correct from the very start of the year. It is the Adidas Ultra Boost by SNS. That is sneakers and stuff. If you don't already know, this shoe is super hard. So they came correct. This is inspired by, I think, golf. It's got kind of it's got a golf in the middle there on the insole. It's got a golf hole there on the tongue, and then it's got the leather cage. I think they started it with the leather cages, and just that black and white shoe goes with very much anything. They came correct. So this is my shoe of the year, sneakers and stuff, Ultra Boost. Actually, they will be releasing another one, I think in January, which looks fairly similar to the reigning champs from what I've seen. But needless to say that I will be purchasing those. Who knows, maybe they will be my number 1 for 2017. But there you have it. There's my top 10. Let me know what you think, if I've completely missed something off of the list. If you think that my number 1 should have been something else in my list, just let me know which shoes you were feeling this year in the comments below. Hit a thumbs up if you really like that top 10 that I brought you. Like I say, 8 out of 10 of my top 10 are in my collection. So we do take a couple L's, but you know, we take them on the chest. Thank you guys for supporting the channel in 2016. Believe next year we're going to come a lot harder, and make sure you hit that sub button